Hey guys, it's Teresa, and I know you're looking at the title and you're like, what's up? Well, I'm here because I know what it feels like when you like, bruh, not even sis, it's really like, bruh. I wish someone would talk to me. Talk to me. Because we live in a world of perceptions where everyone is curating a life that looks perfect on the outside. But if we be real, behind the scenes, there are moms up at 2 a.m. strolling. They're exhausted and overwhelmed. And they're strolling not because they have free time, but because their minds won't let them rest. And as they're strolling, they're wondering, how am I going to make this work? And what is this? This is life. This is the moms that are going to work, but they really want to be at home with their children. The moms that are at home with their children, but they really want to do something more, generate income, or work on a vision or a dream that they have. Even if you're not a mom, you could be just one of those people who are strolling and you're just looking for someone to just touch on the subject that you are dealing with. Maybe you have some private situation that you're going through and it's like no one is touching on it. Yes, you prayed, and yes, you have just taken time to try to meditate on it and try to read scriptures or whatever your process is for you to try to take a better look at the situation. But it's just nice to know that there's someone here that can actually connect with you for real on whatever it is that you're going through. But I can say for sure that I understand what moms are going through, because when you're up at 2 a.m. and you're listening to someone sing to your child, and your child has this endless amount of energy, it is a very lonely, exhausting thing. Sometimes you're just like, what am I even doing? Where am I even going with my life, right? Perhaps you've been in the same sweatpants for 2 days. Your hair is in a bun and it needs to be washed, and you're behind on your facials. You're wondering, did I even brush my teeth today? There's just a lot, right? Now, there are those moms, that, maybe you have a good spouse or a partner and you have help, but it still just feels like you're only going in this endless loop of circles that do not lead to where you really want to be. And so you're trying to be the good mother and do all the things that you're supposed to do. But on top of that, you're just freaking exhausted, overwhelmed, and you don't see how you're going to make this thing work, right? It has nothing to do with love for your child. It has nothing to do with love for your family. It is just simply that you have something burning on the inside of you, something that you want to accomplish or get done, or you know that you are highly capable of more, but at this moment you just can't overcome the hurdle, right, to get everything in an organized position or way in which you are able to execute on the ideas that you have. So you're thinking, I'm too tired to even think straight, but I have to figure this out. Especially if you're a single mom, because the reality of that is, like you are worth more than what you're currently putting out. You know that whatever job you're doing, if they're paying you by the hour, whatever the case is, that you're so brilliant and you are able, if you could just focus, right, for more than 3 seconds at a time and get something done. Whether you're single, married, or whatever, it is so hard to look at your computer each day and just see like the title typed. But there's nothing moving the vision forward. And at first you're optimistic and you feel like, I'm going to overcome this. But day after day after day after day, it seems like every single thing is coming to distract you. Every time you open up your computer, you are sideswiped by whatever the case is, whatever it is, and you're feeling freaking overwhelmed and like, how, right? How? You're thinking, I need money, I need sleep, I need help, right? So I get it. I see you. You're exhausted. You're running on fumes, trying to build a business or vision while holding everything together. And now you're just feeling stuck in survival mode. But there is something inside of you, your dreams. They won't let you quit, right? They won't let you quit or give up. You want more, but it feels impossible because you're barely making it through the day. And to make it worse, right? Again, when you view whatever you're viewing or whatever you're looking for, because when you're strolling, you're looking for something. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're looking for something. And all you see is these perfect pictures and these perfect this and that. And you're like, how, right? So one of the things I can advise you on is that when you are trying to build your vision or you have an idea, something that you're trying to get off the ground, especially if you are a mom, get off of social media, right? Get off of there because first of all, you're going to constantly be feeling like, okay, you're comparing yourself to somebody or whatever because you're seeing all these different images and all this stuff. And a lot of that stuff is just perception, right? You don't know what people are really truly dealing with behind closed doors. And whatever it is, you need to load your brain up thinking about it because you need to take that time to think about the vision and to be able to have whatever moments you have when your child is asleep, when they take 10 minutes to play, watch Miss Rachel, because we all know our toddlers be watching Miss Rachel. Y'all can also watch the Book of Eli Adventures, which is my child's channel. It's pretty amazing because I put together content that could hold their attention and learn. They can learn in a little bit less singing so that you can focus right on your goals and everything while they are learning. So it's called the Book of Eli Adventures. You want to check that out. But I know that when you do finally have a moment or whatever, you don't need to use that time strolling social media because half that stuff is fake anyway. And the stuff that's not fake, again, you don't need to use your mind to try to decipher whether it is or not because that energy could be used for you to put together your vision and to work towards the goals that you have. And if you're on YouTube and you're trying to learn and you're searching YouTube videos to learn how to do this, how to do that. Or if you are a first-time YouTuber, that's so exciting, and you're starting your channel, you got to be careful as well because sometimes you'll find yourself strolling when you say, okay, I'm not going to be on these other channels and I'm not going to be on these other social media networks because I want to focus on my goals and business. Well, you'll find yourself strolling YouTube, right? All this celebrity news and all this stuff with this election, all this other stuff that's going on. Y'all gotta stop clicking on that stuff. Stop, right? And focus on what you want to do and what you need to do. Because what I want to tell you is that every single day, if you take these small, minute steps and you just start pushing your goals and your dream forward, eventually you'll find yourself moving forward. But if you try to wait till you have all this time, well, I'm going to wait till this or I'm going to wait till that, then your dream starts to get further away from you because the reality is it's almost like lifting weights, right? So every single time you work out, you see results over time when you continue to do it. But if you wait like a month and then you work out one time and then you wait another month and then you work out one time, you don't see those results. As a matter of fact, when my schedule gets to that point, I literally just focus more on my diet and just do more stretching and don't even do weights until I know that I can commit to doing it because it makes no sense to lift weights for an hour for one time and then go a month and not do it. So in the same sense with your business, I don't care if you just gotta get on there and just map out the strategy for your next post or your next video or your next digital product, whatever it is. Every single day, I want you to write this down. Every single day, it's 7 days a week. I will do something towards my business. And you may say in your mind, well, you need to take a day off. Is your business generating revenue? Is your business up and running? If it's not, then you don't need to take a day off. But what you don't need to do is overexert yourself trying to do hours and hours a day, knowing that you have a family and you have all these other things you have to do. But you can take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, okay, every single day and put something towards it. I don't care if you just open up the computer, go to your site, go to whatever, and just strategize, right? Like I said, just start working towards it, because I see you out. Like I said, I know you're exhausted. I know you're running on fumes. I know you're trying to build a business while holding everything together. And I know that you feel, like I said, stuck in that survival mode. Okay. And when you feel that way, it does seem super impossible, because you're barely making it through your day. How are you going to rise above that to create more? I created audio called Energy Bucks. So you want to search the channel on this channel for the audio Energy Bucks. And I talk about the importance of treating your energy like money, because you only have so much in a day. And in order to do what you have to do, you have to drive your energy above this, whatever all this craziness and stuff that's going on. Your baby pulling at you, you got a dinner, you may have an animal or pet, you got to clean and cook, the phone is ringing. You're trying to do all these things. Some of y'all got jobs on top of that. And then you have all this other stuff. So your energy has to be beyond all of the must-dos in order for you to do the thing that you want to do and need to do, which is to build your business or build your vision. Okay, so you got to understand that you only have so many energy bucks, and how you use them matters, right? So maybe you're a single mom and you're trying to start a business, but it feels like you can't find the time. Or maybe you're drowning in responsibilities and no one sees how you're struggling and no one understands, right? It's just, at some point, like, I literally stop talking to people because they don't get it. If you have any vision outside of the norm, right? Anything above just, you're trying to build something or do something, people who are not in that mindset, they don't get why you're even doing that. So when you're in that situation, you're like, man, I want someone to just talk to me, just hit on my pain, just show me how, I can overcome it. So like I said, it's hard when you don't see any indication that anyone understands what you're going through, because you could be working at 9 to 5 and then side hustle, and you're trying to be there for your family, and all this stuff is just too much. All right, so like I said, when you go searching for help, no one understands or gets it, right? And all you're getting is these perfect little captions, 3 steps to this, 10 steps to that. And I do the 3 steps and the 10 steps and the 5 steps and the however many steps. But sometimes you be like, bruh, just talk to me, right? Talk to me. Give me the depiction of something that isn't perfect and how I can weed through that and actually get some results. So just know that you're not alone. Just know that, you don't have to just settle for these little perfect images and perceptions that you see, because you can focus on what you got to do and take these little steps that you need to take each day to get some results. All right. And know that there are people out there who actually get it. They just really don't talk about it. And so those people probably aren't talking because they're working, right? And if they're working, they understand that sometimes, right, you're just trying to survive and you're just trying to do another day without losing your freaking mind. So I get it. And you're not crazy. You're not alone. You can do this. All right. So what I want you to do to fight back, because you are going to have to fight for it, right? If you're already feeling overwhelmed, you're going to have to fight for the things that you want. So you are going to have to prioritize some rest, like your success depends on it. Doesn't mean you have to sleep all the time. But every now and again, you may need to try to go to bed when the baby goes to bed, or try to do a little something where you could just rest up to just get your energy to a level where you are not going through burnout, because when you're in burnout, you are not getting breakthroughs. Okay. So like I said, we are going to focus on smaller snippets of time, focusing on action steps that actually propel you forward, so that you're not feeling like you have to wait till you have a whole lot of time. You lose all the sleep to get things done. All right. So we also want to fuel our bodies. So I want you to fuel your body. Right? Drink a lot of water, eat whole foods as much as possible, and be sure to take a good supplement vitamin based on your doctor. Now, any of this stuff, you want to make sure that you consult your physician before you take any supplements, because I am not a medical advisor, but find something, that's approved by your doctor that is going to help you, have a little bit more energy. And you want to minimize junk food, that is potato chips, sodas, anything that is going to jolt or take away from your energy. And you guys, you're going to have to say no to these extra commitments that drain you. I'm telling you, that has been the hardest thing for me, is just to say no to a lot of stuff and disconnect from a lot of people and a lot of things, so I can focus on what I have to do for my family, because the reality is charity begins at home and then it spreads abroad, right? So if your bank account is on empty, how are you going to really pour out to anyone else if they need something? So you got to focus on what you need to do. And also, if your energy is on empty, right, it's hard for you to pour out to someone else. Sometimes you only have enough for you, and that's okay. There are seasons like that. And when you invest in you, then you have an overflow that you can pour into other people. So you're going to have to guard your time like your whole vision, purpose, life, and all depends on it, and your kids' lives. Because if you don't guard your time and focus on building the vision that's going to embetter their lives, then you're stuck in this endless loop of just trying to get by. We don't want that, right? All right, so like I said for earlier, you want to fight for that 1 or 2 hours a day to work on your vision, right? And if you can't get that, if you can, because there's been days, y'all, where I've gotten like 10 minutes, 10 freaking minutes. And I'm like, okay, I have this 10 minutes. He's into the Eli Adventures or Miss Rachel, or whoever he's watching at the moment. And I know he's going to be into this for 10 minutes. I'm sitting right there on the couch. I'm watching him. All right, what can I do in this 10 minutes that will drive my business forward? Okay, so that could be scheduling a post. That could be strategizing for my next post. That could be working on a sales funnel, making sure that I get the payment system integrated, or that I can go really quick and just download the workbook that I'm going to be giving away for free, whatever. So get something done every day, because remember, you're weightlifting. So if you miss days and days and days and you go back to try to weightlift, it's going to feel like you're starting at square one. But if you keep the muscles warm, keep that business warm, keep that vision alive by just putting a little bit, there will be days where you'll be able to do a lot more, and you're ready for those days, right? So like I said, even if it's broken up into a few minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, those tiny bursts, make them count. Think about it. What can I do in this time that is going to drive my business forward? So you want to be laser focused. So instead of saying, I need to start a business, say, today I will create my first digital product. Today I will research profitable niches for my store. Today I will write my first blog post to start building my brand. Today I will set up my social media presence and engage. Now, when I say social media, that doesn't mean be on there strolling. There are apps that will allow you to post without even having to log in. Or when you do have to log in to post for your social media, focus on what your purpose is, right? Don't use that time, that 15 minutes, that 20 minutes to stroll, because then that's going to burn up the opportunity that you had to drive your business forward. And remember, if you're starting a YouTube channel, don't get stuck into all this stuff that's going on, right? Focus on your vision. Focus on the purpose that you're there, and drive your vision forward. All right, so small intentional actions every single day will move you closer to your breakthrough. You don't have to do it all at once, but you do have to start. So what I want you to do is drop a comment, right? Let me know the one thing that you'll focus on today for your success, all right? And let's keep each other accountable, because you got this. You can do it. And I get it. When you're like, bruh, just talk to me for real, I am that person. All right, I will talk to you because I know what you're going through. But I also know that you have what you need inside of you, right, to get where you need to go. Just focus. Use whatever time you have to propel the vision forward, and you're going to make it. I promise. You're going to make it. If if you want to change your life, you have to speak directly to that victim inside of you and tell that victim to get out of there. And say, that's not me. That will never be me. I'm not a victim. I'm a powerful human being who has opportunities, who has tools, who has the ability to change my story.